This was in Roanoke, Texas, very conservative Republican area. I don't know what their mayor's doing or what their city council's doing. But they had armed Antifa, the business had responded to it. The videos that are out about it are pretty bad. There were kids there, and you had drag queens coming out and doing what drag queens do. And I just am trying to figure out why this is like a huge thing for people to take their kids to now. And I don't know when that happened. I mean, I've heard of adults going to drag shows and drag brunches and stuff like that, but I don't know why it's a thing that now people insist on taking their kids to. It doesn't make any sense. But they had they called it, what is it? Barrel Babes Drag Brunch. All ages welcome. Okay. And well, I don't want to say the name of that, but they had their Hot Topic clad Antifa people there. And there was one video of one woman who was there with her kid, and she was protesting. We can't even play that video on the simulcast of our nationally syndicated radio show, which you can watch on the First or YouTube, etc. Because she took her, she exposed herself. The mom did at one point. There with her kid. Is that supposed to be some kind of protest? I don't know. But it is, I don't understand what this thing is where adults take kids here. I'm looking at some of the pictures of it. I don't understand why everybody's, let's take our kids to a drag brunch. Some of the videos, some of them are really bad. Not of this, but some of the others. I think some of the moves that, here seem kind of just inappropriate as well. There was a kid, I think, who was given one of them money, handed money to one of them. Why do feminists defend that? You have men who dress up as women and basically make an objectification spectacle of femaleness by letting people give them money. Isn't that something that makes feminists mad? I'm just curious at where the consistency comes into play here. I also just think it's wild that people bring their kids. Would you ever bring your kids to a drag brunch, Kane?
What the hell kind of question is that? You know the answer to that.
What do you tell people when they go, well, it's just like the cheerleaders at football games? I'm like, what kind of cheerleaders are you going to see?
Is it really?
Yeah, I've heard people say that, and I don't know what cheerleaders they're going to see, but I have not seen that.
I've never been able to put a dollar bill into the bra of a cheerleader.
Dude, you would get so arrested if you tried.
Yeah.
And then you would be called sexist.
Let alone letting my kid, giving my kid the dollar to put in the breast area. No thanks.
I don't get it. I also think
I meant to say chest area.
Yeah, I also think that they're just not everybody can do the drag makeup. Can we just say that?
Yeah.
You know that trend where everybody shades their eyebrows? It's like a gradient. And I see all these everybody has the same damn eyebrows. And then people start coating their face with tons and tons and tons of foundation. There's this, it's all a trend. I was talking to a makeup artist friend of mine, and she's worked everywhere. In New York, she's been in Fashion Week, and she's like, oh yeah, it all got it because of the drag stuff. She's like, when people started doing these tutorials of that, it just started going from there. The more makeup you use, the more makeup sells. She's like, and it turned into this big thing. True. The gradient eyebrows get me, where they're real light in the middle and they just get darker as they go out. And it's just they're so, the Kardashians started doing it. They basically use those techniques on their makeup application. I guess my point is this supposed to be a caricature of what progressives view, of how they view femininity and being female? If they came out in blackface, people would be an uproar, understandably. But you can do that with the female sex and do all this stuff, and it's okay, and it's, celebrate. I'm trying to find the consistency of where the feminists come down on this stuff, because while I agree with feminists on the issue of the transgender stuff, I also kind of think, well, isn't part of one of the reasons why we're in this is sort of because you like kind of laid the roadwork a bit, and there was some inconsistencies that were exploited in terms of treatment and action.